X onto Funny. The fortification will be coming out. Shalagrave just in time. Dendi is there. Force is backed up as well. He's ready for the defense with Snako tethering him up. Buyback for Funny jumping in straight to F-White. They were the Shalagrave stolen. F-White's still alive. And now he's going to contribute. Gets his F-White. Steals the blink. F-White's going to live. The snowball will go out to him. They just finally go down. Now Dendi with the Laguna Blade onto Super. Bring him low. Artstar. He's almost certainly going to die. How finds the kill. They found two. Looking for Dendi. It's now they've lost too many. Artstar's only in the base. The base is going down here. Force coming out looking for Alpha. And goes out to the Force. Head stop. Force. He's going to go down. He's got the buyback here. He's looking for the Dementor. Super. Force as well. He's on the outside side. Steps along and will blink away by Force. He's chasing this one with Funny as well. We're all punching. They need a batch. They need a batch. Still getting it. Artstar does it. Double kill from Force. The base is defended.
He's going to buy me this trouble. But he just bought something. He just bought a moonshot.
He's going to get the moonshots.
He can't afford it.
Will the moonshots do it for him? Eats it up.
This is effectively a 5-on-3 for
looking for Super straight in onto the SF. They've been the blade drop. But the kill of Super getting low. It's done. It's on Super. Now Sonic Wiggle to Force gets Hexter though. They've got the Super Force going to keep him alive. Also, no, he celebrates himself. He celebrates himself. It's all about Fiji giving to the game.
Yeah, that one will be a little bit more difficult for a few Na'Vi fans to watch, I guess. Tough old top three for the first day. Malini, any highlights for you from that first day?
That was actually the beginning that we saw CDC actually roll. I think most of us made the prediction that Cloud9 would take it 2-0, 2-1, and they just completely stunned us. Initially, we thought it was Cloud9 actually not playing that well, but it was actually the contrary, where CDC were just playing amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Winter.
Yeah, that was actually the game where we were talking about might be the most interesting game of the day, but it turned out that CDAC were actually much stronger than Cloud9.
That moment when Na'Vi were defending their base and they successfully defended the first time, that was some of the most hype that this crowd has been throughout the entire tournament. So there's still a lot of Na'Vi fans. I feel for them as Na'Vi lost there.
Okay. Seb?
I would go with the Cloud9 CDC as well. Yeah. I think it was the beginning of a great road.
Okay. Plenty of banter to come from you lot, I know. They haven't started yet, trust me. They're just getting warmed up here on the analysis desk. We also had a fantastic day two. In fact, day two probably stood out for having more highlights than we could shake a stick at. It was also the day of all of the upsets.
It's time to get underway for a game which could either divide or unite this American crowd. Where is EG's opening? How do they come back in this game? That was Mumienda who got back to base, but Z-Freak and Swinderbalance will not be so lucky. The Mana Void just ripping apart their life. A triple kill for Fear as Evil Geniuses get a hell of a lot in this team fight. This is going to be the Fountain dying, Complexly refusing to the bitter end to submit to Evil Geniuses. For Complexity players Samael, they load up him up, but they bring him down. That's with the dive back. Complexity, this is their moment, but how much of a moment have they got? EG are so powerful right now. They'll kill off every single player of Complexity, and they will look to take the full series here and push themselves into the semi-finals of the International.
Secret down. They've almost got S4 as well. He's going to die again. And Zai next. He's surrounded. There's the GG. And a devastating takedown for EHOM here. Secret, a loss here, puts them in the lower brackets. Now he's on the run too. S4 may also fall as RTK. CTY cutting off the path of retreat and executing Secret inside their own base. And CTY's endless crits. There's another. Secret, and they move forward here in the winner bracket.
Things looking pretty bad here for Cloud9. Rex is going to be given up. Cloud9.
Oh, God damn it, careful. Turn left, he goes down. Both 7 now. Bob
the blade mail, but it's too late. And now Fada, oh, everything's just falling apart for Cloud9.
They've got so many fans here. It's a heartbreaking night for many.
After the taste of victory, I think I want more. I want to go further.
I feel like we need to help you get your energy out. Do you want to give a big yell or anything? 1, 2, 3.
It's not quite enough. Crystal accidentally finally goes down here, but he got himself a double kill before falling. Fire is dropping on the side of Empire. Oh my god! Double kill for Q-O! You don't want to kill him because he'll turn around, he'll kill you, he'll kill your friends, he'll kill your family. And Empire just falling apart at this point. It's over. MVP take game 1 in an incredible fashion, Sid.
They're playing like a team that has so much confidence.
MVP, they're ready to try and take another set of racks here. The Phantom Lance is too much. The results have come back for the Doctors. He's positive. MVP, they're destroying Empire. It's over. MVP did it. They move forward yet again. The team that you really need to be keeping your eye on. What a performance once again.
Those great day 2 memories, they were some of the most fantastic Dota we'd seen all week, and some explosive play from a number of different players. But the real stories, Malini, were Secret down to the lower bracket, extraordinary game from them, and Cloud9 out of the tournament, MVP. Phoenix also moving through. Just where do you start with all of that? There's so many upsets.
Yeah, a lot of people got behind eHome and how they took down Secret. We talk about Sumail and RTZ a lot in the West, and CTY and maybe I think are their counterparts in the East. And CTY just completely delivered on his Storm Spirit and was respected a lot in the future games.
Yeah, really made a name for himself. And who can forget March's story from MVP Phoenix? I mean, this wasn't even the start of it either. They won the previous day, of course, and then come through again. No one expected them to come through against Empire.
And they had some fantastic interviews. It was just amazing to hear them really get a feel for March's emotions as he went through that.
Yeah.
Their team was doing so well.
Yeah, definitely can't forget the March Raw. That's
No, I don't think we will.
And Team Secret, obviously, then dropping down as well. Didn't expect that one.
But back then it was the biggest upset that we've had so far, and I think eHome, they looked so dominant in that series, and also like the level of the games. It's not only the upset, like the level of the games was actually, it was at least one of my favorite series, I think.
Yeah. Looking back now we've got more information, of course. We can assess whether a team played well or not even better, because we can see who else won. EG, of course, we now know have made the grand final. Complexity must be looking at it and going, we ran those guys pretty hard. We gave them a good game. They must be quite proud of that.
Yeah, they almost won that game number 1, and they show like all the teams that we just immediately discounted, even after they performed well in the group stage, were like, they're not going to get very far in the main event. Complexity proved us strong, CDEC obviously, and eHome, I would say.
Yeah, and what do you say, Winter? What stood out for you on day 2? Was it one of those incredible QO succession kills that he did, or was there some performance that really stuck in your mind?
I think they were both. I think the March buybacks and definitely the Complexity first game. I sort of felt EG were the favorites,
right,
but I didn't actually expected the first game to actually. They were so close to losing the first game, and it was just down to Complexity's inexperience that they weren't able to actually close out that game.
Okay, we'll get more thoughts from you in just a moment. But first, we have another top 3 on the way, and I've got a feeling that we might see a couple from QO in here.
The first ice blast here, jump in, telekinesis, they're going to try and blow up Fada right away, they are successful, taking him out, and now Vici Gaming perhaps just want to get out of this one. Ice is already dead, they have the Supernova on top. Looks like Cloud9 Super wants to go for the kill now on Misery. Managed to stun him up a little bit, slow him down, the dagger's there as well, no tail. They actually managed to get a really good stun, FY jumping forward, he's off the Alpha! He's going to be able to pop that one, and Cloud9, they're going to get out of here, Misery's going to go down, he sleeps himself 4 steps away, trying to get some distance, desperately, but will not be able to get away from him. Oh, and he's still asleep. He is unbelievable. He's slowing down Eternal Envy for the rest of his team. They're going to get to Eternal Envy. No tail goes down first. He's done as well. The ice blast over the top. FY is gone. I don't even understand what he just did there. He steals the sleep. He somehow gets the egg. Completely turns the fight around. Vici Gaming with the wipe of the century.
They'll be content if they can find.
Oh, Razor could be in trouble here.
From this March moving forward and Silent. It's got the cold embrace here. It's going to be fun for the time being. If you're going to be thrown out another death ward in a very nice position here, doing a fair with the Sonic Wave. Febby getting low, but they've already killed the Wyvern here at the side of MVP, and they're looking for more. Silent. He gets stunned up. March trying to move, and he's just 2 down. Taking Resolution's out of mana, and there's a damage for Kyo. And if he's trying to get himself, he will get it. Double kill for Kyo. 1, 2. He needs one more. That's going to do it. No, he needs the final one. He's got it. It's a triple kill for Kyo. Now Silent chasing down March. Will find the kill with the help of Yoku and Resolution, and it's in fact just Kyo that's left alive. Will be able to blink himself out. Resolution is not happy. He wants Kyo dead. He's going to be able to. Well, it's going to be the hell. The Karina playing that with the Yules, holding Kyo in place. Kyo just trying to turn it. He's got the Aegis. Now they've got to kill him a second time here. They've got to be careful. Kyo is a bit of a glass cannon. He does a hell of a lot of damage here. He's just going to try and meld himself up. They haven't got detection. And Kyo, he's out. Blink's away. No! Oh, he tries to find Yoku as well. Won't quite get away with it. And Resolution trying to zip forward. He's only got a little bit of mana. Oh! You want to go?
Eternal Envy sees this one. Cloud9, they know they just popped the ward, so they're somewhere nearby. The mid-top shot is there, and now the Supernova is laid out. Superstar's going for it. Access trying to get away from his cogs, but he will go down. Victory managed to get the feed scrape on top. Super and Fenrir gets stunned up. Pound the back row, trying to deal with Fana, but he can't do it. Eternal Envy, oh, he's going to get bursted down. They managed to get the Laguna Blade off on top of that one. 3 down on the side of Cloud9. Fenrir's going to fall, even it up. 3 for 3. How and FY, they're going to force Fana to TP back. No, he actually has the ulti. He wants to try and go for about 70. In this team fight, they're actually going to just chase him down. FY, grab the infancy. FY stacked it. He's going to get out. Oh, Fana, he wants the kill desperately, but he's done for. Now gets the kill. And FY, the MVP of this match, and it's not even over yet. If there was any question in the world who the best Rubik player is, FY just completely ended it.
In danger of becoming the QO-FY show, I think, day 2, wasn't it? The Rubik stuff playing on QO on that V8. What on earth was that all about? Brilliant top 3.
It was amazing, and I mean that day was like the plays. Were so sick that we actually forgot. I personally forgot about those FY plays, but they were insane. And actually, there was one play that we couldn't get. It was probably top 4. I can't remember what it was. It was the Winter Wyvern ulti. E-Home versus Secret with that egg as well. Phoenix was actually a very popular pick that day, and that's also what has been the story of that TI so far, is that every day, every game, you have different picks, different play style, and it's amazing to watch.
Almost had a daily meta, haven't we?
Exactly, it's great. At least to me, it made my week.
Okay, we're going to move on. Day 3 was also another fantastic day, but it wasn't about surprises or upset. It was about new blood rising to the top.
It is time to find out which team will go home first here today at the International. Swindle can do it all, right over the top of it. Brobo's also going to go down into FNG. It's one of the other. It's Dark Cut. It's Complexity taking game number 1. The time for the back of the wall with the Echo Slam. Virtus Pro perfectly on target. They'll go through 4. They pull it back and force into a 3rd game. FNG surviving on 50 HP. It's a double Raxing, and Complexity hold on to the bitter end. VP are about to claim megas against Complexity, and GG. Complexity will be eliminated from the International 5.
One team of legendary players is going home. IG hanging on, not losing their precious anti-mage. Burning's on the hunt. He won't even get that far, as Tron will finish, and they lose the gem as well. Will they get signed? Yes, they will. He's going for it. IG will take it. Unbelievable. IG, no chance for split push. Secret, they waste no time in breaching base now. They are just so damn far ahead. It's a complete turn of the